So first of all, does divorce and breakups, does it have to happen? Does it have to end in a divorce? No, absolutely not. Can it? For sure. A spiritual awakening is the moment the Most High reaches out to us and alerts us to our untapped, unlimited potential. And so if you're feeling limited in your marriage or in your relationship with your significant other, then you're going to start seeing them differently. And it's going to be unexplainable at first, and then you'll be able to connect it to a spiritual evolution that's occurring within you. And the painful part is they may not understand what's happening within you, and the crazy part is you may not. So let's dive right in. I'm Necole Anré'V, founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy, and I'm here to help you learn all about spiritual guidance, which is the way the Most High reaches out to us. The universe connects us, shows us these patterns, and we use those patterns to live a healthier, happier, more successful life. And that way, we'll master our spiritual awakening every single time. And so, when you are alerted to something going on in your marriage, or something needs to change, or an evolution is happening in your relationship with your romantic partner, you are going to begin to look at them differently. If we use the SGA-7 method, and if you use this method, you will master your awakening every single time, and it will be less painful, and it won't take as long, and you won't be as frustrated because you'll know what to do. You have a system to use. So the SGA-7 system is important, and I'll put a link down below so that you can get to it. So the first step in the system is awareness. Awareness. What is it that all of these synchronicities are pointing to? You're getting frustrated, irritated, but there's also messages coming at you. You're finding things out, and it seems as though there's no rhyme or reason, and it's more than fortune. You're more than lucky to have found this information out. So let's say your spouse is cheating on you. Well, it starts coming to you. You are in no way trying to look for that information, trying to discover whether she or he is cheating, and you are absolutely just not looking, but it's coming to you. So people are calling you, you're finding receipts for dinner for two, or hotel receipts, or whatever it is, or you just happen to be out shopping, and lo and behold, you see them. You know, your spouse and their person that they're having an affair with. It's those kinds of things. It also can come to you from your children. So they may have information that they're privy to. They may, there's all kinds of ways. But the point is, it's coming to you sent by someone or something that isn't you. And so these are synchronicities that you may notice in your marriage or in your relationship. You start getting more frustrated, and things that your partner starts to do starts getting on your nerves. These might be the same things that you used to love and adore and appreciate within your partner. Not so much anymore. And also, the habits that you two have formed together, or that brought you together to begin with, the behaviors, the addictions, the likes, all of that, you begin to detach from. So let's say that you met in a bar. You met at a restaurant, at the bar. And so maybe alcohol brought you together. Maybe you met at a club. Maybe you met, blind date, whatever it was. But if there's any toxicities around that, so addictions, if there's any behavior that's keeping you from living your best life, taking the next step and pursuing your purpose, receiving your blessings in an area of life that you yearn for, just being of service to others in a way that fulfills you, satisfies you spiritually, you're going to start having a problem with that. Meaning, your desire for alcohol is going to start to wane. And as you desire alcohol less, just using alcohol as an example, as you desire it less, that raises a red flag in your partner, and they're going to wonder what's going on with you. And at the same time, you're wondering what's going on with you, because you're starting to see that maybe alcohol brought you together. And so now you're finding out that there's a big question mark on what you two have in common. It could be that you are with your partner out of thinking that you were lonely, and you really just needed to figure out who you were. Maybe you got married at a young age. Maybe you thought having children required you to get married, and you're starting to see that you didn't know your partner good enough, or you just needed to be alone and figure yourself out. Maybe you really weren't ready for marriage. And so does it mean, again, divorce or separation? It doesn't have to. But often we go through an awakening and our partner is not in their awakening that is parallel to ours. They might be in an awakening that's perpendicular, meaning it's not the same theme. So awareness is step one. What is it that Spirit is alerting to you about your marriage or your relationship? Have they changed? Have you changed? Do they take you out? Do they show you appreciation? Do you show them appreciation? Do you take them out? Do you suggest different healthy activities? Are they suggesting it? What's going on that is surfacing for you repeatedly? Something is going to happen repeatedly, and it will be impossible to ignore. You can choose to try and ignore it and put it under the rug and just act like it's not a theme that keeps resurfacing in your life, in particular in your marriage or your relationship, but it'll keep happening. You'll dream about it. You'll have visions. People will call and tell you different things. They'll leave you hints. You'll find different things. You'll question if it's just coincidence or happenstance. And so the second step is detachment. So now that you're aware there's something that needs to change, something's going on in your marriage, in your relationship, detachment. What is it that Spirit's asking you to detach from? It may not be the marriage itself. It could very well be behavior. It could very well be your mindset around marriage, your ideals. Maybe it's that you need aspirations, you need goals. You need to achieve something outside of your marriage. Maybe you just need to discover what it is you truly love. What is your passion? What do you really love about your partner? What do you like about them? And vice versa. So that detachment could also be the fear of holding on to someone and not being single. The fear of, can you really afford to live by yourself? Can you take care of your children? Can you co-parent? Can you stay friends? Can you allow each other to explore life in separate households or as friends? Can you relearn that? Or can you establish friendship? You know, so detachment is the second step. And you're always going to jump back to detachment because it doesn't happen overnight. There's fear embedded in each step because we're part human, and fear is a human quality. The third step is vulnerability. Being vulnerable is essential in your awakening. Dr. Brené Brown did an amazing video on YouTube. I highly recommend everybody checks that out. And it's all on vulnerability. In my words, vulnerability is humility. It is positioning yourself in the lowest level possible, knowing that Source, the Holy Spirit, our higher power, is right up at the top, and you are able to say, I can't do it. Please help me. Please show me my spiritual guidance the way that I can receive it. And if you show me that I need to do A, I will do it. I'm already grateful. Thank you so much. And if you show me that I need to do B, I will do it. I'm already grateful. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. I will do it without hesitation. And I thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For me, that's vulnerability. Arms open wide, letting go of the control, letting go of the fear you've been holding on to, and diving deeply into your faith. That's vulnerability, because you have this belief that things are going to work out in your good in accordance to God's goodwill and pleasure. And you are not focused on your will being done or your plan. You are submitting to our higher power's plan for you, and you're not worried about the how. That's vulnerability.